Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Baseline to Baseline. I'm your host, Steve Wright. My continuing coverage of the class of 21's top 25 basketball players is ending up with the 25th player today, even though he's probably going to be ranked higher. His name is Manny Obaseki. He's a 6'4" shooting guard out of Plano, Texas. He's a three-level scorer. He's a left-hander. He's really nice with his game. He's got a strong offensive game. He's strong. He's explosive. He's quick. He can get to any spot on the floor to get his shot off. He's strong going left and he's strong going right. If he gets, I'd like to see him get down on his dribble a little more because he'll be more effective and more explosive and harder to guard. And because you'll have to back off of him when he gets ready to drive. You have to be able to cover that, and then he can pull up with his shot. Because I like when he gets to his spots on the floor, how he elevates to shoot his jump shot. He's got a nice looking shot. He actually reminds me of a kid that played with Allen Iverson at Georgetown. His name was Victor Page, who was also a left-hander, who was strong and was a shooter. He could really score. Well, this kid puts you in mind of that. He can also, I think, be more of a lead guard where he can score and handle the ball and run the team, but he can score. So he's a combo guard, but I like him. I like him as a combo guard, actually. He may start as a shooting guard, but as long as he gets the ball in his hands a lot and creates, because he can do that. I'd like to see him not only that, but also go and work on his separation moves, getting his shots off with step backs and pullbacks and crossovers and hesitation moves. Get in that gym and get up a lot of shots, put that ball on the floor, work on getting your shot off that dribble. Just shoot as much as you can. Use that backboard a lot too. Makes you a better shooter. But I'd like to see him get lower on his dribble to create space for himself. That way it'll be easier for him to get his shots and his pullbacks and everything. One thing, he made his college choice, and he chose to go to Texas A&M. I think it was a pretty good choice because they need scores. They were very anemic on offense. They should be a little better on offense this year because they had a kid from junior college last year I thought would be a big scorer for him, but he wasn't. But I think he may be that scorer this year. But they'll need that type of offensive player. He's smooth, got a nice stroke. I mean, he's got a real nice game, explosive. So I think Texas A&M is probably a good choice for him. He got some good players. And I think in this class that'll be coming in with him, I believe Wade Taylor signed with him and some more kids. So I think he made a good choice. But good luck with your upcoming senior season, Manny, and good luck next year. Now, there are several players that were not in the top 25, and I was going by really three different sites of their top 25 and kind of combined and worked it out because there were so many players. You got Alex Fudge, who committed to LSU, who may enroll early this year. You got Josh Minot, who has committed to Memphis. You have Frank Kepnang, who committed to Oregon. Jalen Warley, who committed to Florida State. And I know I'm hard on Florida State, but I think that was a good pick for Jalen. He can survive in that system. He can survive. And then you have a kid I want to talk about is Malachi Branham out of Ohio, who's a 6'4" shooting guard, who's very strong. He can score at all three levels. He is a good athlete, not a great athlete, but he's a good athlete, a solid athlete, but he's very strong. He's got decent quickness, but his strength, if he lacks any quickness, his strength makes up for it. He scored all three levels. He puts me in mind of an earlier Bradley Beal, that type of player. Bradley Beal, he's chosen to go to Ohio State. which is probably good. He's probably that type of Big Ten type of player. He's best at coming off screens and shooting, off the dribble, screens and shooting, catching off the screens and shooting, catching off the screen, rolling to the basket and get to the basket and score. He can put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. The one thing he really needs to work on, and he's going to have to, is separation moves. He's going to have to be able to separate and get his shot off out there on the perimeter. He's going to have to be able to create space by step backs and pullbacks and crossovers and hesitation moves and all kinds of hesitation and stops and starts. He's going to have to do that to be able to get his shot off. Once he does that, he will be a complete player and a harder guard for anybody because he's very strong. He's very aggressive, and I like that. He can score through contact. He's going to have to tighten up his ball handling. He's going to have to get down on his dribble. There are so many things that once he tightens up on and cleans up on, that's going to make him that more of an effective basketball player. But he's chosen to go to Ohio State, and I think he can fit that system. I think he's a type of player that can go there and be effective. I didn't even look at the rest of his school list because when I watched him play, I said, okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. But so right now, that ends up the covering of the top 25 and 1 basketball players of the class of 21. The next thing I'm going to do is going to be the top 25 college basketball players for the upcoming basketball season, 21 basketball season. I'm actually waiting to see how many kids the NCAA are going to screw in the transfer portal when they should make everybody eligible. But you know how the NCAA is. They just put UMass on probation. UMass, Massachusetts, where Dr. J went. They put them on probation. Where Marcus Camby went. They put them on probation. Like Oklahoma State, they put them on probation. All the other schools, and they put them on probation. I don't think they should put anybody on probation. They need to wipe the slate clean, start over, put some rules in place, pay these athletes, put them on a playing field where you can compete, and just start over. Any kid that wants to leave school, let him leave and go to another school without being punished. If it didn't work out at one school, let the kid go and try to see if he can work at another school. At least let him do it one time. But so I'm waiting to see how many kids that the NCAA is going to destroy, like they did with Prop 48, how they destroyed kids. And you know whose kids they destroyed? Black kids. So I'm waiting to see what they're going to do. And then hopefully soon, it's going to be soon, I'm going to put up a top 25. But please hit like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the bell and you get a ding when I drop another video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.